Tearing open the black egg sac, Alice finally broke free from its grip and landed safely. But when she looked up, she found that her teammates had already been dead for quite some time. The air was thick with the stench of rotting flesh, forcing down the urge to gag. She was just about to leave when she accidentally disturbed the creature. Alice grabbed the supplies and ran. The toxin, however, still hadn't cleared her system. She pushed through the dizziness as best she could and took stock of what she had. But trying to get her bearings in the pitch-black tunnel was another challenge entirely. Left with no other choice, she lit a flare and scanned her surroundings, though the red light it cast gave away her position. The moment she heard something moving, every nerve in her body went on high alert. And what made it even worse, the nest was packed with eggs. Then, out of nowhere, a hand reached out. One of her teammates was still alive. The toxin hadn't worn off yet, and he looked absolutely terrible. Alice steadied him, and they pushed forward together. Before long, the flare burned out. They were almost at the tunnel exit when her teammates' agonized cries became too much for him to bear. He could barely stay on his feet. Alice lit another flare and checked his wounds. The sudden burst of light drove back whatever was lurking in the dark, but his condition was bad. The eggs had taken root inside him, feeding off his flesh and growing fast. Then, right before her eyes, a creature cut him in two. Rage surged through Alice. She yanked out a gas canister and blasted it straight at the monster. Using the moment she'd bought herself, she bolted for the exit. She was almost out when the creature snatched her ankle and dragged her back inside. With her life on the line, Alice dug into her pocket, pulled out bullet, and hurled it into the flames. The heat set it off, and the blast sent the creature retreating into the depths of the tunnel. That was all she needed. She clawed her way out. Once outside, she ripped off her clothes and ran her hands over every inch of her body, checking for larvae. When she was sure she was clear, a strange sound echoed from the tunnel entrance nearby. She scrambled to her feet in a panic, then realized her leg was broken.